Hey everybody, just a quick one to say before today's episode starts. It's a really weird, disjointed, and arguably slightly depressing video. Things go wrong, things don't quite go to plan, standard mids way, but also I was planning on basically recording half of it and then picking it up a couple of days later, as I started recording just after my shoulder surgery. And then as it happens, I've actually had a couple of weeks away from FS entirely, so it's really disjointed. I was going to bring you guys up at the end, you'll see, and you'll be brought in basically to this point to January the 1st, and I'll have another little catch up with you then. But I was just to say, just bear with it, and a massive thank you to all of you over on Discord and on the channel, and the supporters, especially the members, just for all the support, the love, and the understanding of you show me constantly, and I would be absolutely lost without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On with the episode. Look out. Welcome back to Witcombe Park Farm on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me once again. The absolute behemoth right behind me. We're going to start in a bit of a strange way. I wasn't going to bring you guys back in, and I think I'll just keep you with me till November, and then I'll end up doing a load of work on my own, and then bring you guys back in for sort of planting season once all the fields are sort of ready, because I just don't see much point in showing you the stuff that you've already seen. However, because this is such a detailed mod, I want to show you this. So this isn't like a mod preview as such or anything like that, or a review or anything like that. It's just trying to show you guys the mod, because the thing for me is that this the slurry system from Oscar Mods, which is incredibly detailed and clever, is also incredibly complicated if you are a bit of a pillock like me. So thankfully we've still got this absolute monstrosity on the farm, so we're going to use that for now. I generally, now Oscar wants me to do this and has said like, oh, you know, show this in your video. I don't think he quite appreciates that I don't really understand how the mod works properly. He's had to help me in a lot of ways. Now, some things to note: if you are if you're using this on a controller and not using your keyboard, your key binds are important here, because if you have not put a key bind onto something, it will not show up when you're coming around on your HUD. So for example here, and I wonder if I can even get, I don't think I can because it's not on. Maybe just turn it on and then engage the actual pump. Let me see if I can demonstrate what I'm trying to say. Is it gonna do it? Yes, it is. So for me, I've set, you can see there, pump pressure at the top left, so I've got it as my like sort of LB, my first shoulder button, and then the sort of start button. That pressure going from vacuum to pressure, that's really important. So I need to change that back to vacuum now. So that means it's gonna suck the slurry in, not exit it out. Equally now, the pressure down the bottom is building. You can see slurry is getting up to, basically it's going to go to 3 bar, so that's the pressure that's on the tank. So whilst it does that, we'll hop out of here, we'll run over to the pump, we'll lay the first pipe here, and then we'll press the for me it's the left stick down on the controller. Now I really want, let's have a look. The docking station, I haven't worked out how to use that yet, so don't ask me any questions, I won't tell you any lies. So if we move this towards here, and then we'll get a connect pipe, that's when this one is close enough to that one. So if we go so that we can see both, come on, there, happy days. Right, so jump back into the tractor. We've got 3 bar on the slurry tanker, so that's maximum pressure. You can see at the top of the screen, the HUD. There's 0% crust thickness, blockage risk is low, and the vacuum is at 3 bar. So now, if we come around the back of here to where the handle is, this is where, and you can see at the top left now, disconnect would be a single press, or we can open the valve by holding R. So we hold R, and there we go. You can see now, bottom right, the slurry is increasing. 6,005, 66, 67, 68, 69, 7. So that pressure is what's basically bringing the slurry into the tank. That's, in my brain, how this is working. So we are now going to fill this slurry tanker from the pit using these hoses. Once it's full, we're going to close the valve that we just opened. We can then turn the pressure build off, the PTO that's creating the pressure. We'll drive it up to the field, and then I'll show you how to then use it. Now, different slurry tankers are going to do different things. So some of them you'll be able to do from in cab. This is an old school tanker. You can't do it from in the cab, or this one you've got to go out and go to that where we had it earlier, where it was either vacuum or pressure. So we'll load this one up and get it to the get it to its maximum, and then we'll take it back up to that field that we were doing up there and spread some slurry. And what you sort of need to do, as far as I can tell, is you've got to be quite disciplined with the whole like lines and where you're doing it. So it's not just a case of leaving it running while you're taking the corners and stuff. Right, so that's full. So we're now going to hold the valve to close it. We're then going to disconnect the pipe like that. We're going to come over here and we're going to remove that pipe there, and we're going to come over here and remove that pipe there. We're then going to jump back into the tractor, and we are going to turn this off. Now, I've assigned it to shift B. It is just B, but I've reassigned a bunch of them to include the shift option as well. So we will shift B, and you can see that that's off. Engine calms down a lot, and off we go. So we'll now take this up to the field and hopefully be able to do some spreading. This has taken me an awful lot, and it's not a criticism of the mod, because the mod is just exceptionally detailed, and the problem is the way I learn is by watching and sort of understand other people. I'm not a farmer. I work in an office. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how slurry tankers work, and this is the problem when we have like mods that are super realistic. They're so realistic that unless you understand how they actually work in real life, it's quite difficult to, it's not, is it intuitive is the right word, I guess, to like basically start using them. It doesn't just sort of naturally work out like that. Right, so if we hop out of our tractor and then we come back around, oh, it's not on, so I need to turn the pressure on. I now need to come back around to here, and where we've got the pressure gauge there, I'm going to hold my left L1 or left bump or whatever it's going to be called. I'm going to change that now to pressure. Nothing seems to happen visually, so that's fine, but we can see now that it's pressure. If we now jump into here, if we line up for that one little bit, start the engine, and I will press the Z key like so, and Z key to turn it back off. Happy days. And that is spreading slurry with Oscar Mod's slurry system. Now that is literally like scraping the surface of what this mod can do, because it does so much more in terms of when you then get involved with doing sort of filling up your tankers. So if you want to fill up your silo and you run it from, then there's an attachment and you can run the pipe to the attachment. The attachment sits on the front of your tractor. The other end of that attachment then goes into the silo. It honestly, there's so much going on with it. It's brilliant. And then depending on the slurry tanker, you can adjust the hose and things, and there's the side hoses that come down and attach. Honestly, it's really impressive. It truly is. Right, let's turn that off quick. There's a little line we're going to need to come back around to there. Can someone tell me why is it again that like if I'm accelerating, I'm not getting much speed, but if I go onto cruise control, I get a lot. It's got to be to do with the farm kit. It just has to be. I can't think of anything else that would cause that. I really can't. So there we are. So let me turn this off just because I've given you a little demonstration now of the slurry mod at least. And there'll be more to this as we go along, and we'll be playing with it quite a lot. However, in the meantime, this field, it's basically now a case of deciding what we want to do. In the last episode, I did touch on a little bit of an idea, but I think I'm going to flip it around. I think because of the quality of these two, it's like this is where the money needs to be. So I'd like to put maize silage back in here, but then we run that issue then of the red tape. So I don't think we need all that much maize silage. So I'm going to put the maize silage into this one, and then these two, 1 and 2, which are decent sized fields. That's all right. Are going to have a crop that we haven't had in it, probably barley, and we'll put those two in here. That'll be the money makers. This will be the silage maker. Here's our grass fields over here and here, and then this is the canola field again as a money maker. So fingers crossed, we'll get somewhere with it. I, for some reason, started cultivating this and then realized I didn't actually need to, so I stopped, hence why there's a rather stupid line in the middle of it. Other than that, I've basically subsoiled all the fields, so they're all sorted. Yeah, it's just a real ironic thing that we ended up with this absolute monstrosity on the farm for November, because it became a massive benefit and I can really put it to good use. So yeah, thanks to Oz. Or at least the red tape mod. So yeah, I'm just going to get on with this. Now, the other thing to note is I'm recording probably about 3, maybe 4 episodes at this point ahead of time because of my shoulder surgery and the fact that I've got a little bit of time on my hands. So I'm just smashing the episodes out in terms of recording, and then editing I can just do in the evenings. So if you will be commenting on it, I promise I will pick up on the comments. I will respond to them. However, if you commented 2 episodes ago on something and I'm still making the same mistake or haven't addressed it, it's not ignorance. It is purely that it's a time thing, and I won't have seen your comment before recording these episodes. So that's all that is. Other than that, everything else is good. All our animals are back in terms of the cows. They're all fed. We are out of silage, so that's not ideal. But this pile over here isn't far off now, so that will be okay. If someone could explain to me how graphic cards work and settings, because it's still my head in there, I keep getting random bits of flickering in the background. And there we are. So I will bring you guys back in once we are sort of ready. The fields are all prepped, and we're probably in either March or April, I reckon, is the rough plan. Like I said, I just wanted to show you this rather incredible mod from Oscar Mods. It's already out. Please go and get it, and you can get then. You can. He's even, if I'm right and I understand the README within the mod. He's even giving you instructions on how to convert other tankers and stuff. It's superb. So top work as always from a very, very talented modder. Right, I will see you in March/April. Right, public service announcement. I've just realised something, and this is going to be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Another mids classic. Yeah, I'm furious. 63%. So, right, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna jump into tomorrow, and then you'll see for yourselves, because this is going to be bad. Okay, so let's keep a little eye on these notifications coming through. You'll notice that we're down to £1,000. A £7,320 fine for violating restricted slurry application. God damn it. I mean, look at this. Look at it. We're down to lower third quarter even of tier C from halfway at B. I mean, violating restricted slurry application, £7,320 fine and 732 points reduced because of that restricted slurry application, because I am stupid and forgot that I can't spread goddamn slurry between September and December, and mid-November I launched a load of slurry everywhere. So there we are. Thanks very much. Massive hit. And this is so like a huge, I mean, it's great. And a great example of why the mod is great, because it gives you so much more to think of. But this is going to impact us on so many levels, because now if we want to go for improving the farm in terms of buildings and going that way for the grant, then we're knackered. It took a long time to get us to B. And yeah, and you know, you don't get many every month. You're getting what, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I mean, maybe 40 points a month. And we were nailed with 732. So that's going to take almost 20 months to repair that damage. I mean, that is insane. That's like a new save to get us back to where we were, just because I put slurry on one flipping field. I am furious at myself. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. There's nothing else we can really do at the moment. There's nothing to sell. January we'll be able to get rid of what we got. We don't want to get rid of hay. Get rid of our oats in January and go to hell slurry. And that's it. That's essentially it. Just went to Oscar because this as well, that it's a very clever thing, and it's so realistic. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, it will bite you, and it's bitten me. So you can see the slurry thickness is 76% and the crust is at 42. It basically means the minute I try and get this stuff out, it's just going to go, no, it's too much. You need to, is it agitate it? Is that the word? I'm agitated. And add water to it and things, but there's a bit of an issue in how we do that, because the actual tool to do that won't reach the slurry pit over there. So I don't know, other than super strengthen and throw in a tractor actually into the pit. And even then, I'm not convinced it's going to work, because when I tried to do it the other day, it didn't. Yeah, I don't know, because there's no easy gap other than, I mean, does that open over there? But even then, it's like we'd have to build a ramp, I think, to open the gate to get to it and come through the hedge. So, does this gate even open? Nope. Nope. And now I'm in the pit. So let's get out of there. There we are. Wonderful times all round then, really. All that just to put some flipping slurry on a field. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed at myself. And it's times like this where I just go, I shouldn't be playing this game, and I should just go back to playing like Red Dead or something. This is, I swear this has gone backwards. I thought that was growth state 3 in November. That seems to be growth state 2 now. So that's absolutely useless. And what? I'm convinced that has changed. Right, fine, whatever. This is over here. I mean, there's just nothing for us to do right now. There's just nothing I can do. No work to be done. I'm going to let the day go by. The animals need a feed because we're going to start getting low now. Calf barn's fine, but flipping heck. Well, that just sums it up, doesn't it, really? These guys have got a day remaining. They were meant to have a day remaining on top of today. That's why I didn't. See you in January. Right, when all else fails, go and raise morale by buying a new tractor. We have no money. I get this is ridiculous, but this tractor did me dirty with the whole repair thing the other day, and cost me a small fortune and has got rubbish parts on it. So it's also, come on, there we go. It doesn't have the interactive control, which I really want because I do like that element of the game a lot. So we are going to bring it over here, and let's knock the engine off. Let's lower the weight actually first, and then we shall disconnect that. Right, let's, out of interest, see how much they want to give it to us for. So JCB tuned, cash offer. Oh my god, that's garbage. Credit offer is 43,244, whereas if we just straight up sold it to shop, we'd get more again. 46,4. So well, I tell you what then, let's do that. Let's nip over the shop and see how much we'll get cash wise for it. Because if we get more than, did I say 43? It'll be worth doing, and then we'll nip back over here. Now the other thing I want to do is potentially get rid of the Merlot as well, and look at a second-hand telehandler, because the Merlot's got a lot of money tied up in it for what it is, whereas we could get a far cheaper telehandler to do the job. So, or even just use the, at a risk saying it, I don't think I'd probably want to keep telehandler, but we could even just use a front loader on the tractors. So right, let's have a little look. Where is our trigger? Right, so yeah, 51,000 on that. So if we were to sell you, why are you only giving me 46.4? So I mean, still 3,000 more than the shop we're giving me over the road. Old Ross's, I need a wee shop, but yeah, go on. I'm too annoyed to care now. We'll leave the weight there a second. Let's just nip over to here. And the one I want to buy is right there. This old Ford TW385. So she's got 9% wear, 8% of damage. She's done 13.5 hours, so it's not masses to choose between them. She's a proper old school girl, but she has plenty of interactive control, which we like. Rear window, lovely. Can you even do a split, I think? Or is it? Yeah, how nice is that? No, then, where's the close for that? Up there. And then anything, that's a side window. That's our radio. I don't know what you do. God knows. Absolutely no idea why that's just turned on. Right, let's hop out of this thing. I think we buy this. I'm pretty comfortable with it. It's, oops, it is, let's have a look here, 192 horsepower as well, so it's plenty of it to go around. So let's, the problem is now, see, and hopefully Oz will watch this, if we do hire purchase, it'll only hire purchase on the 61,000, unless I'm missing something. Whereas if I go, if I say, let's try that then. So that's 52,435. Yeah, see, it defaults back to that. So I mean, we've only got 47 in the bank anyway in cash, so we haven't got much to play with here. Maybe that's the deal. It is, if you go and hire purchase, they're not going to give us a special offer on it. Yeah, maybe that's just that's the suck it up buttercup situation. So higher purchase then, if we were to put let's have a look here. What's our interest rates? We want to get down to the 2.5%. So we'd have to put 40% down. We could put this over 5 years, and for the sake of 150 quid, I'm gonna have no final fee, I think, and just go the full it and buy this tractor. But that's cheered me up, at least, if nothing else. So let us we could even sell that weight, really, actually, because this comes with its own weight, doesn't it? So let's take this for a little spin. Yes, she's alive. Right, let's have a little look here. Oh, listen to her, she's beautiful. Come on, girl. What a yard tractor. And she's got a cool name. She's Dr. Dre. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm damaging her straight away. Forgot the stupid engine is cold. So we will just crawl for a moment to warm that up. Come on, girl. We will take her then over to the shop. And we may even do some modifications. I feel like the wheels are probably too big for a yard tractor. But we'll see what we can get away with now and mess about with. But if we sell the weight back that we had on the JCB, I mean, she's not fast, obviously. She's only got 19 miles an hour as a max speed, but as a yard tractor and just pootling about, I think she'll probably do us quite well. She's a big old, these tyres are massive. Fair play. Nice. Okay, let's knock those off a second. Oh gosh, the brakes are brakes are a bit spongy. Bloody hell. Right, let's have a little edit and see what we can do with her, because this is where the fun is. So let's go into, how much are we gonna get that for? That grand. Me, it's even worth selling it. Let's have a look at the customized options first of all. So we got the TW35 old. Does she come with a bloody Zaria Pro Compact? That's insane. So she's she's got the Pro Compact on her, even though she's an absolute donkey and never going to go out in the field. What a ridiculous situation. So that would increase her to the 8830. So where we were? We were in the TW35 old. So she's maxed out on that sense, isn't she? Let's keep the knock-ins on it. She's got the wide 2 communals. Oh my god. We like the BKTs deep down, but can we? So the Contis look alright. I mean, to be fair, she probably suits the narrow a little bit better, really. Oh my god. Trelleborgs. Yeah. Whoa, what's going on here? I don't think that's right, somehow. That is weird, isn't it? Don't know what to make of that. Why is that so weird? Oh my good god. Right, well, ignore that. And on the Firestones are weird. Okay. So that's where we are. We're on the knock-ins, aren't we? That is just what she is. Tough cheese. Can we do anything else to make her any better looking? I don't actually like those front guards much, but I'll leave her on. She's got the mud guards on her. Light colour. Where's that then? Oh, okay. It's inside the hazards at the top there. Additional forward badge. But where? Where are you putting the additional badge? I don't see. Who knows? Can we... Front hydraulic is an option for 7,000. We're not going to spend that on her. We could... God alive. So there's no difference. 600 kilos. Forward old front weight, 800. I mean, I prefer the 600 front like that, but... maybe then... What's she got at the moment? What is it? Stuck at 280. It's not much, is it? Blimey. Maybe we sell the other weight then, and we could max that out, because at least then... But the 520 gives us the pin on the front, so that's that. And we've got a front loader attachment on there. I mean, that is insane that she's got that. That is so funny. That is so silly. And we need to get rid of you, because as cool it is to have Dr. Dre, we're not going to go that way. So it's going to be midlife Sims like that. Okay, we're going to go back only, thanking you, and we're going to spend 1,500. Those tires are absurd, but I just don't know what else we can do on that front, really, because I don't want to spend... Oh, could... Where was the... Who are the narrows? The Contis are better. That's tight though, isn't it? That does look really tight to the trim. Blimey. Do we put the... They're just too big. Michelin's, wides, narrows for 1,000. They're maybe a touch better. Right, tell you what, they're 0, so we'll do that. There we go, lovely. Right, hire purchase, yes. Thanking you, and then we're going to sell you for 1,100. Lovely. Right, there we are. Morale slightly raised. Got ourselves a new yard tractor, at least if nothing else. I need to get up the farm and start feeding these animals a bit sharpish. Right, January the 1st. So at the start of the episode, I said that it was split. It's basically been 2 weeks since I've recorded the first half. Few things have changed. This microphone's bouncing all over the place, which is not ideal. We are guys, quiet. So there's the Ford living its best life. It's quite a strange thing to drive, but it's pretty cool. All the animals are basically all good for a few days of food, so there's no sort of major concerns there right now. 1 month 3 days, 3 days, 2 months 2 days, 2 months 1 days, and 1 month 2 days. Oh, and actually, sheepies need some food. Blimey, 1 day remaining. Red tape has stung us again. I love to hate this mod. I gotta be fair. I think quite clever that Oz put the little exclamation marks in. I like that a lot. So we basically had a policy warning in a couple of places and a violation. So we had 8 points for evaluation of policy animal conditions. So I think that's where we missed their feed for a couple of days. And we had, where was it? Policy warning. Where was the other one? Did I see it there? And there. So animal. Oh, so there's the animal feed. It must have been, I don't know what the conditions are then. God knows. Ooh, I don't even know. Is it because they didn't have food and then feed them? Am I getting double tapped for it? Who bloody knows? But anyway, so we're still in an absolute mess, aren't we? So animal conditions, maintaining our productivity. There we are. So if their productivity drops because they didn't have food, then that would be the end of that. And then animal feed. So I think we are getting stung twice over. So yeah, we are in an absolute car wreck of a situation with the red tape. It is what it is. Field wise, I've done a little bit of extra work putting down some of the manure and getting rid of that. So you'll see that here. Managed to get it onto field 98. Everything else is basically as it is. Did the contract work on 61, just keep that ticking over. We've got £19,000 in the bank. I tell you what we could do is visit the farmland in the snow. I think it needs another day before this stuff changes up by the looks of this. Oh, maybe not. I love the Batwing. I do love this thing. I think it's... What's wrong? Is that... Oh, it's a car. I do love this thing. 26,000 for the mulcher. What have we got mulcher-wise on the farm? We have got one, haven't we? Because we got this thing. But it's only worth £7,000. And this thing is going to cost me a whole lot more. So it wouldn't be particularly very good value. So we won't do that. And then if we go and visit our train depot... I mean, look at this little tractor. Look at this little dude. 77 grand, though. And this is the one I would love. These new Massies that I think Scroft's got on this series. I forgot to mention this to us about the whole interactive controls only working once you get in and then get back out. Because you can't open the door. And it would be so handy to see which ones were interactive control as you approached them. But yeah, that is just honking, isn't it? Those that is just such a strange issue of using a mod that is broken. I don't know where I got that mod. This might be a very good example of why you don't get mods from third-party sites, because that is just gopping. I do like that Massey as well. But yeah, so there we are. So nothing particularly exciting down there. Let me drag this back over here, please. And can I just visit? Lovely. Yeah, so that's basically that. So there's not really much for us to do at the moment. We've just got to get these animals, keep them feeding, keep them ticking over. We have plenty of silage because that's all now good. That needs a wash, doesn't it? Because it's minging. How much have we got in here? 60,000 litres of this stuff left, so that's not terrible. I still am a little concerned about how we're going to manage longer term, because I just wonder, because if this is at 2 of 7, I'm convinced it was higher than this, but this is at 2 of 7, and then this one is also 2 of 7. That is a massive... That's a lot of months to go now without getting more silage. So I can see us having to buy some, which is disgusting, unfortunately. Contracts-wise, probably pick that one up. That makes the most amount of sense, doesn't it? Because feed station placing, I've never done one of those. It's interesting. Place on feed station in the forest using construction mode. It's an easy grind and a half, isn't it? Blinking X. Seems too easy. I think we will just accept Katie's contract. I'll pick that up in my own time. But there's something to talk about, and I'm not going to talk about it in this episode. Look at me admiring my views. I will talk to you about it probably in the next episode as a little bit of a surprise. So, hopefully, again, as I touched on the start, a massive thank you to all of you guys who follow the channel, subscribe, and especially the members. Bless you. It was unprompted, a bit unexpected. I was expecting to do 2 weeks of lots and lots of Farming Simulator, and I ended up actually doing 2 weeks of no Farming Simulator whatsoever. Got my reasons, got the, I won't kind of go into the personal side of things, but it is what it is. Just need that little bit of time away. So I am back. Here we are. We go again. And hopefully next episode, or if not next episode, the one after that, but probably next episode, there may be a little bit of surprise news for me to talk to you guys about. But we shall call it a day. As always, if you are new here and you have enjoyed it, please consider giving it a subscribe. If you are a returning viewer and you are not subscribed, please do so. And please, if the video has given you a reason to smile, laugh, shout at it, any form of interaction, please give it a like if you're feeling it is worthy of it. Other than that, we shall call it a day there. So, as always, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.